Okay, here's a Delta drill press. This was a 6+6. That means 6 speeds, a 6-step pulley on both the spindle for the actual drill bit and then the motor. Overall, pretty good condition. Some rust and so forth. Definitely is a replacement setup here with the spindle and the chuck. Those are not original, but I think everything will clean up well. So here's some before shots. Okay, here she is, all done. De-rusted and cleaned up. Here's the old school Cutler hammer switch. Nice old design. And then a 3-handled wheel here. You can see the tag all clean. It's a 3/4 horse single phase motor, 1725 RPM. And then it's got a table here with slots if you want to put an auxiliary table on, hole in the middle. And then a big old cast iron base. As I said, this is a different spindle here and a different chuck. The previous owner had put that on. But this is a Delta 6x6, it was called, variable speed drill press, serial number 15-665. Okay, so the spindle on the drill press had a pretty good rattling sound going, which means the bearings were dry or something was not right with the bearings. So I took the pulley off of the shaft, and then this shaft has the machined sort of star on the inside, which matches with the actual spindle that goes up and down. And so that's how these, I've never actually taken one of these apart to see how that works, but this fits on here, and then the spindle, this spindle here, this shaft sleeve they call it, the pulley is on here, and that spins with the belt from the motor. But because that's machined to fit this other spindle inside, then this can go up and down while the actual pulleys stay in the same location. So that's how you get the up and down action while it's still spinning. And this is just this shaft that is machined on the inside has 2 bearings and a spacer and a spring washer, and then you can see here this hole where a jam nut goes to hold it in place. And so I took the jam nut out and then was able to pull this out while it had the bearings on it. And you can see on this there's a machined groove here and here, and that is for these retaining clips or spring clips. And between them then is this sandwich of 2 bearings. You've got a bearing and then a spring washer, and then this spacer, and then the other bearing. And that comes out, and to get the bearings off, I just set it up in a vise and put a wooden dowel on here and hammered it through the vise, and then we were clear with that. That's then I'm going to replace the bearings, put it all back together, and then we'll be good to go. There are additional bearings in this housing here, in what they call the quill, but those sound very smooth. So it was these top ones that were making the noise. I can tell when I spin them by hand that they're rattling. So hopefully that helps.